Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for clicking on my channel and for joining me for this very quick conversation about Deavan Clegg and Jihoon Lee. So, for anyone that's watched 90 Day Fiancé the other way, we are very familiar with Deavan Clegg and Jihoon Lee's story, where Deavan was going to move to Korea with her daughter that she had from her previous relationship, Drusilla, and her son Taeyang, the child that she had with Jihoon, that she was going to be moving to Korea and start a new life with Jihoon. And we saw the struggles, the drama, the ups and downs of that whole situation. And it ended up with them breaking up, I believe. Now, when that season ended, I think this was around the time of the pandemic and everybody quarantining. And I don't remember, but I have a feeling that it just sort of ended abruptly. Now, I don't know what other 90 Day franchise Deavan and Jihoon were on. If were doing 90 Day Diaries, I don't know, because my understanding was the last that I saw of Deavan, she was still living in Korea with Jihoon. But come to find out that they ended up breaking up, I guess, somewhere around 2020, which was, we were still in the midst of the pandemic. And now I realize that she's moved on. Her and Jihoon completely broke up, and she's currently pregnant with her third child with someone by the name of Topher Park. I don't know if she's living in Korea still. I don't know, but this whole story is about her son Taeyong, the son that she shares with Jihoon. This precious little boy was diagnosed with leukemia, and I couldn't believe it. I was so devastated when I heard this because we saw this little boy, as a baby, and it's so devastating to hear this. And so, from the articles that I read from TMZ, E Entertainment, E Online, I think as well, Jihoon tells us that her son is going to be going through treatment. The treatment can last up to 2 years, but the type of treatment that he's getting for his leukemia has a very high success rate of full recovery within 5 years. So the prognosis is very good. He's young, he's strong, he has, a lot of support around him, a lot of prayer warriors around him. So I know that this little boy will definitely pull through. Now, the most devastating part that I read in the article, besides the little boy having leukemia, is the fact that Jihoon hasn't had any contact with his son since 2020. Now, the articles that I read say that Jihoon had lost. He had no more rights to his son and hadn't seen him or talked to him since 2020. And I'm trying to understand, how did that happen? What's going on here? So did they go through a legal process to terminate his rights to his son? Or did he just ghost his whole family and just disappear on them? Like, what happened? I'm not understanding. I'm not getting any information because I was trying to figure out online what exactly happened. I know that they broke up. Where is Deavan? Is she living in Korea or is she back in the States? How could Jihoon just stop talking to his son? Now, it would be really sad if Deavan had made the decision to cut off all contact between Jihoon and Taeyang. And, you cut off the contact with the father. And then now that the baby is sick, now you're wondering why he's not reaching out. I hope that's not the case. I really hope that that's not the case. I hope that, if anything, either a court had ordered Jihoon to stay away from his son, or Jihoon himself walked away from his son's life. I'm not hoping that, but I don't want it to be a situation where, Deavan was trying so hard to keep him from his son, but now that your son is sick, now you're wondering why he's not coming around anymore. That's all I'm saying. That if he had lost contact or has no contact with his child, I hope it had nothing to do with Deavan, that she had always kept that door open for him. But I was really shocked and I was really sad. Now, there's a GoFundMe for the expenses. I think they're seeking $50,000. It's just really sad. Whatever's going on between Deavan and Jihoon, or between Jihoon and his son, we all want a very speedy recovery for this little boy. No child should have to go through anything like this. And it was just really sad because, you watch these reality TV shows and understandably you don't know them, but you kind of like have feelings one way or the other. Either you really like them or you really don't like them, or you're very invested in their stories. And so when you hear something like this, where it's especially something involving a child, it's really sad. It's like a real sadness that I feel for this little boy. And like I said, I really hope that he is going to have a very speedy recovery, which I know he will. I'm pretty sure he's got the best doctors, the best nurses looking after him. And so he's going to pull through, definitely. So yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about. I hope that if anybody watches this video, somebody can give me some answers as far as what happened to Deavan. Where is she? What's going on? I'm very lost. And I used to watch this show, and I watched their story faithfully every single day. But like around the pandemic, it seemed like it just ended, because I remember the last thing I saw was Deavan walking down the streets of South Korea, and talking about how everything was shut down, and this was like a really bad time to be in South Korea, because the airports were shut down, the borders were closed, she couldn't leave. And she was like devastated by that. That was the last thing I heard of this couple. I always thought that they were still together, but evidently I was wrong. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. If you made it this far, I really do appreciate it. On your way out, please don't forget to rate the video. If you like this content, subscribe. If you don't like this content, don't worry about it. But thank you for stopping by anyway, and I will definitely talk to you later. Bye.